Okay, so I want to bring this up just because it's actually a section on the article in Wikipedia. The forms of it that it takes. Yeah. So we see him as Bob Gray.
Yeah.
Pennywise the Dancing Clown. What do you think of that? How do you think they handled that?
Is it real or is it fabricated?
Well, I think
that's what I was kind of questioning. I'm like, is he just trying to fuck with them? Or is this actual thing?
We all know that Pennywise the Dancing Clown was just a form that he took, that he decided to take.
So is this a real person? That he just kind of was just like, oh, that guy's creepy.
Hey, he maybe touched kids.
I mean...
He's got a good thing going. I'm going to capitalize on that.
John Wayne Gacy dressed up as a fucking clown and killed people, so, I don't... And then we also see fucking Bill Skarsgård do that scene. I think that might be my favorite scene as Bill Skarsgård actually doing stuff instead of CGI doing it for him. Which was what my big pet peeve was with this. I'm like, he's a really fucking great actor. He's a creepy-ass fucking guy. Just let him work.
Yeah.
Let the horror actor do what the horror actor does best. Mm-hmm. A pet peeve of mine. Coming from a girl who used to work in a haunted house.
Yeah.
Let him work instead of fucking covering up with the fucking computer. The whole Bob Gray thing. Still very confused if it's an actual thing.
I think he must have been a real thing that Pennywise just sort of capitalized on.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic scene bookending what I think was one of the scariest scenes in the movie. Mm-hmm. And we'll cover that too. But I loved that we actually got to see Skarsgård mostly out of makeup. He still has a much bigger head than he usually actually has. Mm-hmm. And actually applying the clown makeup and then tearing open his skin for the smile.
Yeah.
And the whole time he's taunting Bev, and Bev is actually doing what I was hoping Bill Hader would do every single time. Fuck you! I'm an adult. I don't need this shit.
I'm an adult. I can make my own choices now. I'm going home.
I liked that scene when he was in that form.
I think it's the only time I see his full acting ability, except for the time that he attacks that little girl. You can kind of see him being creepy as fuck.
I want to talk about that too. But the scene that the Bob Gray part bookends is when Bev has gone back to her childhood home, mm-hmm. trying to find her token.
You're a token.
Oh.
No. Anyways.
And the old lady's there. Fantastic performance. We've talked about her. The old lady is fucking with Bev.
Yeah, somebody said that those scars on her chest were from the original attack when 27 years ago.
Yeah.
When they were kids. Those were actual wounds that stuck with him.
Oh.
Somebody made that comment. Okay. Don't know if it's true. I don't know if they were just trying to... I thought when I saw the commercial that they were just adding, oh, that lady's not alive.
And also, in the trailer, when she, charges Bev, we're made to think that it's just the regular old naked lady. So that's what I was expecting in the movie. And then, it wasn't.
And then that...
It was an 8-foot
naked
tall
woman on stilts.
Yeah.
Fucking... Her tits really scared the hell out of me.
Oh, God.
I was is that what it's going to look like when I get old? So my brain went. I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh, my God. What's going to happen? I need a boob job now. Anyways. Besides the point.
Anyway, that was probably one of the scariest scenes for me, if not the scariest, just because...
A lot of people say that.
Yeah.
A lot of people who have seen the movie already have said that the old woman is the creepiest fucking part of this goddamn movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with them, but I do agree that it's fucking it's creepy.
I think it's because of how masterfully they play with our expectations. They know that, they it's the way they edit the trailer. They knew that a lot of people would see the trailer.
I love that they gave us a whole fucking scene. Whole scene for the trailer. Jessica Chastain does not. From what I've listened in interviews, she said she really wishes they would have left a lot up to the imagination with this. And just posted a poster and been done. Which I would have liked. Because I don't like it when horror movies shit out their entire plot. Not that they did with this, but especially horror movies. Don't shit out your entire fucking...
Yeah.
I don't think they did that with this one, because obviously we don't see any of the end. We see mostly the adults being adults. We don't...
Yeah. But
they don't give too much away in the trailers.
But this old woman, and I think it's credited as the witch... that design, I think, is fantastic. It's mostly CGI. I think when she later pops up in the sewers, there must be some sort of practical thing going on there. Mm-hmm. But at least in the apartment scene, most, or if not 100% CGI.
I think that the old woman just being the old woman, I think is creepier.
She's
almost.
also, yeah.
Again, it's a real person acting horrifying.
Yeah. Like, it's building that tension, but when the tension is actually broken...
I do like the way that it looked, but I do think that the old woman just being the old woman was scarier.
Yeah.
If, like, an actual woman came at me naked and screaming, I'm pretty sure I would have fucking
just
full-blown panicked.
Like, losing her shit in the background, like...
My God.
It's a fantastic scene. He also appears again as Hobo the Leper.
That's what it's called?
That's what it's called, Hobo the Leper.
Huh.
Yeah. Like, I always knew it was called the Leper. I didn't know it was called Hobo the Leper. Yeah.
I think that scene with the kids was creepier than Hobo the Leper that we got this time around. The Eddie scene with his mom and not being able to save his mom and actually leaving his mother there for the leper to eat was a lot to take in with Eddie as a little kid.
Yeah.
Because his mother was his lifeline.
But like,
and he said, fuck all this, and then left.
But like, we know that wasn't actually his mom.
No, like, we know that now, but if you think, as a kid, you're picturing this person who is supposed to be your protector that you're just fucking ditching.
Yeah. I
liked that a lot.
Yeah.
I also think his mother's a cunt, but like...
Yeah, definitely.
But I did like that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm more into the psychological aspect of horror.
Yeah.
I always am. And so thinking about what it would have been like to be in Eddie's position and the attachment that he has to his mother and just ditching.
Yeah.
I liked that a lot. But the only reason why I bring that up because it's also in the same scene with the leper.
They had a brand new tongue feature. Now over
which
3
is
feet
also
of tongue.
what the fucking old man kind of did. A lot of weird tongue stuff.
Yeah.
With the Clark Kent guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's actually credited as, but the Clark Kent guy.
The pharmacist.
What they did in the miniseries with the pharmacist, I'm really glad they did the way that it did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad they did it this way. You remember in the miniseries, that whole scene. I hated that fucking scene.
Yeah.
I think Eddie looked like such a bitch. I'm really glad they gave Eddie more backbone.
Yeah.
Not that he still wasn't a pussy.
Yeah.
But he had...
He still got this
There were
complex.
mental reasons why he was the way that he was.
Yeah.
In the miniseries, it just made him look like a little bitch. So, with the whole
I've
leper
never even
thing...
been with a woman. I just never found someone who I loved.
Which I don't know why they fucking did that. I don't know if it was to... Anyways.
Maybe they just didn't... that was their way of saying, hey, by the way, we didn't have that sewer orgy.
Can you imagine if they just come in, hello, I'm Bill Hader. He didn't, fuck his kids. It's fine. And by the way, I'm a homosexual. We're not going to explain that either, but it's fine. Anyways, the Eddie choking the shit out of the fucking actually coming to and being like, you know what, fuck you, and putting his hands on him and realizing I can actually hurt him, which I already mentioned, but I think that's I liked that part of the leper. The
one thing with that, it was funny, but I'm questioning the decisions behind it and what I'm supposed to be feeling. When the leper throws up on Eddie, we hear, "Don't call me angel."
What the fuck was that?
Like, was it just to lighten the mood, or was it? I'm just wondering what the significance of that musical cue is. I have no idea. I guess
Deadpool did it, and that was funny.
Yeah, and it's funny here just because it's so unexpected. But what was
what the fuck was that?
What was the story purpose?
I thought I was hearing shit.
Yeah,
I thought I was hearing shit.
Yeah,
whenever that popped up, I did not understand. I'm really glad you made that point because I completely forgot about that. I didn't. Why?
Yeah,
I think it was because honest to God, I think it was because Deadpool did it, and that was funny. And so he was like, "Well, if we do it, it's also gonna be funny."
It's only for a second. It's just like a second long slow-mo shot.
What would have been better if it was playing up in the
like if it was in the pharmacy.
In the pharmacy.
Yeah.
Why do I keep forgetting that fucking word? But if it was playing up there already, and then it just kind of got louder.
But that's not what it was. Yeah, it's a non-diegetic musical cue that seems to only exist for a laugh.
Just fucking cuz. Why not?
So, it's funny. I just don't know why you wanted it there.
I don't know either. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
It was really fucking funny because it took me so off guard.
Mm.
This whole movie made me laugh.
Yeah.
Maybe it's scenes that I shouldn't have laughed at, but either way.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we were the only ones laughing.
Yeah.
Because we were the only ones who thought things were funny.
When I lost my shit at the thing.
Nobody else laughed.
Yeah.
There was a lot of scenes like that we were laughing at the movie or with the movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
That other people weren't in the movie theater. I think it's because we're just assholes.
Maybe we're just assholes, yeah. Another form that it took was Beverly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Side
Thank
note.
you.
Yeah.
Really glad you got that out.
Yeah. It wasn't on the list on Wikipedia. Weirdly, Wikipedia, like, it just isn't that trustful. Anyway.
Fuck you.
Okay, so Pennywise also takes the form as Georgie again.
Now, okay, so that scene, I'm not talking about the hand thing to get Bill down there. I'm talking about them back in the basement.
Yeah.
That's where he ends up again, whenever at the very end, how they all end up in, like, horrifying places for themselves.
Yeah.
Bill ended up there as almost the Pennywise.
Yeah.
Like, he's the monster.
Yeah.
I love Bill.
That was a very
and that whole
psychologically structured scene.
My God.
Yeah.
Because could you imagine being that little boy?
Yeah.
And being like, I don't want to go out and play today, so I'm going to tell Georgie this, and he
dies
that fucking day?
He has to confront his own guilt.
That little actor, he makes me feel things. Just pure sadness.
He's so sweet.
He's so sweet.
And, like, he did something for the Alamo, too.
He did do something for the Alamo.
We saw the movie at the Alamo, and if you've ever been to an Alamo draft house, whenever
it's a
they can,
full event.
Yeah,
whenever you go,
whenever they can, they get somebody from the production of the movie they're showing to like make a shut the fuck up during the movie thing. So they got the actor for Georgie. Just
if you talk during the movie, you'll float too. And he does like that whole screaming bit that he did. Yeah,
it's fantastic. It was
great. So cute.
Yeah,
he's so cute. But anyways, that scene with Georgie, was just. Fuck, it's your fault, Bill. Like, Jesus Christ! It was a lot to take in as a person.
There was something I wanted to talk about with this movie. So again, it's a whole half hour longer than the previous one.
We're gonna talk about the problems now?
Not necessarily problems, but just creative decisions. In addition to being a half hour longer, the budget is also double the previous one. And that was really evident in the first act.
Just to get that Warner Brothers shot with Bill.
Not only that, like, that was probably, like, saving money there, just shooting on the lot. It became really apparent to me that the budget was significantly bigger when they transitioned from one character's story to Stanley's story. Because it, like, pans into the sky. I think it was from Ben to Stanley and into, like, the stars in the sky. And then he zoomed closer and they're, like, puzzle pieces and... Then it's like just coming under the glass table.
He has a thing for in the book he has a thing for birds.
Yeah.
And so that was supposed to connect. Anyways, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, but like just that it's this huge, expensive CG transition that only existed to be a cool transition. Maybe the puzzle was symbolic of like the actual like characters having to piece their shit together. Mm-hmm. But beyond that, I don't know. And then they have another expensive CG transition at the end of the film.
Fuck. And we're back! Sorry.
The other, like, big, expensive CG transition that I remember at the end of the movie was after they had, wrapped everything up, they killed it. It transitions to Bill writing the first chapter of a new novel that he knows the ending to.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well,
Character development.
Has an ending.
Yeah, and it shows it then, like, typing in the sky. A lot of sky transitions.
I mean, I don't mind you getting artsy.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
I like it.
It's just it was really evident to me that they had a much bigger budget, and also
look how much money they made.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think it's still the highest grossing horror movie of all time.
Somebody would have to look that up.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure.
But like it broke records. I know that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Anyways, so if we want to talk about CGI.
Yeah.
CGI I definitely did not like.
Okay.
Not that I did not like. I knew that it was necessary. The kids. It was very, very obvious.
Yeah.
Of course I knew that they had to do it.
Yeah.
To bring them back, because, I mean, look at Richie's character. He's like, what, like 12 feet tall now? Like, they definitely had to do a lot of things to make them look look the right age again. But it was so obvious. It was almost distracting for the kids' scenes on my end to watch. Beverly, from what I've listened to, they didn't have to do a lot to her. They just had to change her voice. Eddie and Richie, I think, were the most obvious. Ben sometimes catch him in weird angles, and I was like, ugh.
Bill was the most obvious to me, personally.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he wasn't to me. It was Eddie, I think, was the most.
Like, with Bill, I thought, I don't remember him being, like, a head taller. But, like, this is just one of the challenges of, like, you know,
especially with child actors, they're so, I mean...
that are, like, right on the fucking cusp of puberty, and their voice is dropping, and their fucking heights shooting up.
So there was that. That was a big one. That very much took me out of a lot of the child scenes. I was sitting there watching that and paying attention to it over... But I get it. I know why.
It's hard. Yeah.
It's a hard game you gotta play.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad about it. There was some of the CGI with it that I didn't like either. Mm-hmm. That was just, I don't want to say obvious, but it was obvious.
No, but like
they really, you definitely tell.
It's about selling the illusion.
And some of the scenes did not sell me on that because it distracted me.
I get that. Like there was a point I brought up about the first movie too. Was like sometimes when it's a CG shot of it, it just doesn't blend that well. It wasn't that bad
in the fucking first one though.
No, but like whenever I think about him like blending into the rest of the scene, I always think about the shot when he bites Georgie's arm. And, like, the teeth just clearly aren't blending that well. Like, I think they added, like, a weird sort of shadow effect.
It also made it quick enough.
Yeah.
So that way,
yeah,
you
like
almost
your brain
pick it
kind
out
of
unless
fills
you've
in
seen
the
it
gaps.
how many times now.
Or you just pick up on it. But like, yeah, no, like, there's a lot going on there to kind of help sell the illusion. But that's always the shot that I think of. And also, like, in almost every shot, they use some CG to enhance Skarsgård's eyes, especially in the darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's just enhancements. Like, they're not... He actually moves his pupil to the side
he can
himself.
Actually do that.
Yeah. He does weird shit with his face, and he's incredibly talented, and I hope he's happy. I noticed that enhanced eye effect at some points, especially with the old woman witch creature. And when she comes stumbling out, like, her eyes are clearly, like, enhanced, so they can see them more defined.
The whole ending.
That whole third act in the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had some issues with... I'm going to go ahead and talk about the things I didn't like.
Okay.
The balloon head, and this is what I'm comparing it to. It looks like a deflated balloon.
Yeah.
And he's like all pushed back. I wasn't scared.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the point.
I think it is the point.
Was to be like, ew.
They're not scared of him anymore.
It looks like gum.
Yeah. No,
Stop it.
I think that is the point.
It almost felt not easy, but easy. But not easy, but yet easy.
So this kind of ties into, like, they changed it. They changed the ending. But, like, the ritual of Chud, like, the thing that solves, that kills it in the book, it's really, honestly, just kind of stupid in the source material. Like, the ritual of Chud involves just biting its tentacles, chanting something, or licking it, I don't know. They really overhaul it for this story.
It's just that the end of Pennywise just seemed kind of easy.
No, I
like, when it got to a certain point, they're like, let's just yell at it. Okay,
it was
over.
Yeah, like, making it believe that it was small, in their words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, okay, but also, I expected there to be more, like,
yeah,
more
like, just, like, fucking beating the shit out of it, like, in the first movie.
Like, I expected,
Now I have to kill this fucking clown.
I didn't expect to see him as Gum. Look like Gum or a deflated balloon. Like, it's either or.
I like it and I don't like it. Like,
it's so weird. It's like, but, like, no, but, like, yes.
Like, I see the thematic significance. Like, because, like, that's what it does to them, to the losers. It makes them feel like shit. It makes them vulnerable.
What are things that you didn't like about the movie? Because mine was a lot of the CGI took me out of it.
Mm-hmm.
The ending was okay. I don't know. I just don't think I really liked the way that it closed. I almost think it could have ended with them killing Pennywise and be like, all right, man. Bye. Better if they would have killed every single one of them.
Yeah.
And been like, ha ha ha.
I was almost expecting that. Because, like,
for
it
them
just seemed like
say,
so dire.
It.
Like, the ritual Chud failed. It didn't work.
Or to kill him, we have to die too, or something like that. I don't know.
His fate is tied to ours. The whole Hellboy 2 thing.
Fuck you. You're not wrong.
Things I didn't like about the movie. I like the humor, but maybe there was too much of it. But
it didn't feel like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like I wasn't in a horror movie for the majority of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like, which I'm okay with, kind of.
Mm.
But also, I expected there to be more...
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of... To me,
when there is, it's effective, and like I think it's all about the contrast of tone. Like it's not a messy tone. It's not confused about its tone. I think it knows exactly what it's trying to do. But I think what it's trying to do is contrast the levity with the really dark shit. Mm-hmm. And contrasting it makes that dark shit more impactful, I think.
Yeah. I'm really proud of you just now. A lot of people are like, I liked it, but also meh. A lot of reviewers do like how like teachers grade, so it's A, B, C.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of C pluses, where it's like the lowest grade of positive. Where it was like, I liked it, but also it was okay. Wasn't disappointed.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people are saying. Now, my actual opinion, I did like it. I kind of liked the humor, but also I was, again, expecting more. If you're going to give me a 3-hour-long movie, don't make me feel bored.
The humor never felt out of place for me, except for that one musical cue that we talked about.
It was really odd.
Otherwise, it felt very natural.
I did laugh, though.
You've got a bunch of characters who deal with, like, this shit by trying to make fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense. It didn't feel overly long to me. There wasn't much that I think could have been cut out to make it like more streamlined. That's a criticism that apparently a lot of like critics are making, is that, oh no, a 3-hour horror movie, that's too long.
That's the thing.
No.
Where I agree with it on a certain point. If you're going to give me a 3-hour-long horror movie, you need to keep me engaged that entire time. If you're going to have any movie that's over a certain amount of time, there cannot be a lot of
fluff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even that. Like, I don't want to say that, because I do like certain things that...
Yeah.
I'm so fucking happy there was no goddamn weird sexual bike scene. I'm so fucking happy that they didn't do that.
They did do a tongue-in-cheek reference to it,
They did do a bike scene, but not in the...
It beat the devil. Fast enough to beat the devil, and then...
That was the first time he ever said "I ho Silver." That was in the book constantly. That's what he would yell when he would get on it. It's the first time he yelled it, which I really liked. They made that little, because I always thought, I'm like, man, that sounds really dumb. But again, that was the 50s, so you get said a lot of, I don't know, very howdy doody ish.
You get away with a lot.
Yeah, you get away with a lot of weird, saying a lot of weird shit.
Like the N-word twice.
Great. Like, that was on TV anyways. Not what we're talking about.
Between America's Funniest Home Videos.
Fuck!
And another episode of America's Funniest Home Videos.
So...
No, I didn't feel like the movie was overly long. I felt like I was engaged the whole time. Maybe that'll change repeat viewings.
Maybe, because I always like to see movies twice before I fully make a complete... okay, so the same thing happened with Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
First time I saw it, I was in awe, because all these comic book characters that I've been waiting to see on screen were actually happening. And so my brain thought I liked it because it was the first time I'd seen it, because I was so excited.
Yeah.
And then I watched it again and realized, oh, this is literal poop. So that might be the situation with this movie. Yeah. Maybe I need to watch it again. There's also some critics who are saying it's not worth a rewatch, but the other one is.
Yeah.
Like, so there are some... Same thing with the Chucky. With this year's Chucky movie.
Yeah.
I liked it, but I don't think I'm going to rewatch it. Mm-hmm. Because I don't need to. A lot of people have that same feeling with this movie. They feel like they've
gotten everything they can.
They got everything they needed.
Yeah.
And so that was done. This isn't going to be, I don't know if this one's going to be a Halloween favorite. The first one, yeah.
Yeah.
First one was fantastic. This one, again, the adults are, we keep saying that, the adults are more boring.
Yeah.
Not that I was bored. I was never bored, but I was always waiting for the next thing to happen.
But I think they found a clever cheat around that. For the
cheat
most part.
On you?
Like, I think I already mentioned it, that they kind of patched the plot hole of so it just fucking left the kids alone for a few weeks. Mm-hmm. Well, no, they were still dealing with it.
Kill other kids.
So I think that was a fun cheat around nothing's fucking happening with the adults.
Yeah.
We can see what happened to the kids during that time. And we can tie it into the adults' journeys at this part of their life. So, I don't know. I can kind of agree that I've gotten everything I think I can get out of this. Mm-hmm. but I would definitely rewatch it.
I feel like I want to rewatch it just to see if my opinion changes. Because I did like the movie. It's just that... Meh.
I mean, I personally feel...
It was okay. I wasn't disappointed.
Yeah. I just feel like a lot of these, like, small criticisms, these nitpickings, they're kind of going to fade away. Like, I feel like this movie's going to get a lot more appreciation as time goes on.
And maybe.
I think it set out to do exactly what it wanted to do. So...
It made a happy ending.
Yeah.
I'm really glad they didn't do the Audra thing.
I was wondering about that, though. So...
If they were going to or not. Like, have her be in the cave and be like, how did you get here? Well, I've been following you, dipshit. Like, I don't know.
No, but just, like, did Bill just fucking, like, yeet Audra in their marriage? Like...
Bah!
Because, like, we see them, like, have that argument on set, and then we never see her again.
I don't think she's ever spoken about, really.
Yeah.
Again. Like, not...
She's not.
Oh, no.
Bill just kind of forgets her when he goes back to
no idea.
Derry.
But again, gotta lose some things.
Yeah.
Because that book is hefty.
1,000 pages long.
And some of the parts of the book are not...
Great.
Yeah. And so I think that... I kind of really did like what they did. I like that they still killed off Eddie and stuff. Because I questioned that. I'm like, what kind of changes are we going to make? Like, what are we going to lose here?
Yeah.
Is somebody else going to die? So that way we kind of get be like, oh, shit.
Yeah. I like that Mike wasn't the one that got attacked at first, in the end. Because in the book and in the miniseries, when Mike gets attacked, he's just fucking out of the story at that point. Like, he's not dead, but he's just recovering.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen to Eddie. Like, Eddie is still an active character after the attack. And when Mike gets attacked, he's still an active character. So, like, there's no, like, quickly, I don't know what to do with this character, we're just going to write him off but not kill him.
So, I have a couple scenes that I really, really did like.
Yeah.
The first one, which is a really short little bit, but I liked it, was when, at the very end, well, not the very end, but it's in the battle, Richie's in the middle of talking, and then that deadpan, you can feel, like, the drop.
Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah.
And the look of, like...
Yeah.
Almost like a puppet.
Yeah.
Of how he looks was brilliant. Again, actors can do amazing things. Why don't you let them? That's one of those things.
Yeah.
That I really liked. I thought about that a lot last night. I'm like, man, that looked really fucking neat. Just that one weird little Richie was in the middle of giving a badass moment, and then fuck you, here's the deadlight, stare at them.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was great.
So Beverly's drowning in the blood. I liked that a lot, mostly because I liked how they revisited. I don't know why. Somebody made a weird comment of why the fuck they added Henry Bowers in there, because he didn't really attack her that much in the first one.
Yeah.
He didn't go after her a lot.
No.
They did
in the book, like, there was, like, some assault, I think.
And then here's Johnny. What the? That didn't...
Yeah, I don't know why.
Like, it was cute. I'm like, hey!
Yeah.
Must be the money.
This raises just some more questions. Like, is The Shining a movie in this King adaptation, or what? Or is Pennywise just aware of, like, the King multiverse and is just...
No idea.
No, I don't know.
No idea.
I don't know.
But I did really like the drowning in the blood, because that moment of her childhood really fucking did a number on that girl, of seeing all the blood.
Yeah.
And that somebody made a point of a puberty
reference
to that.
Yeah.
Of that scary time. I liked that all her abusers came to yell pretty much into that part. So that way she was like... It was the same trapped in the bathroom scene that she did. Yeah. But just escalated rather quickly. I like what they did with Ben if he was suffocating in his own work. I thought that was really fucking cool.
I also like how...
The doors! Sorry. No, I think that was my favorite little part of, like, the whole fucking movie.
Okay.
Where they open the doors and be like, I said this has happened before. And then he goes to open the door, and then her legs run out. And I'm like, oh my god! And they slam it.
Hanging there, yeah. And then
they couldn't get the original actor for that, so her legs, Betty Ripson's legs, were labeled something like a different actress. They were credited as her legs and not Betty Ripson. Anyways, I thought that was cute. And
also the Shih Tzu.
The Pomeranian. I laughed so fucking hard, and then it turned into like this morphed up, like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Another monster that didn't get mentioned. But
he's fucking with us. He's not fucking with us.
That's a dog.
I know your shit.
The doors thing was so great.
Yeah.
It was so great. And then again, I loved this scene with Bill. I liked all of theirs.
Yeah.
What was Mike's?
I think Mike had one.
Did Mike not?
Like,
Mike didn't get one.
Yeah, no, I remember him just like cowering under the fucking rock and then...
Maybe it's because he didn't run away from them, so he...
Probably, yeah.
Huh.
He was living with that all his life. And then he leaves at the end.
Damn it. Which is good. Good job. Move away.
Go to Aruba.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I liked all of those moments.
Yeah.
A lot. Do you have favorite scenes?
I love the thing. I love the doors. For some reason, Pennywise taunting Richie about his secret kind of stands out to me. Like...
Oh, the Paul Bunyan statue thing was a lot.
That was also a lot, yeah. But I don't know, the setting up of that scene with everyone in the background dancing or practicing or doing their townsfolk thing, and then they start being controlled by it, and how the movie plays with our expectations and the editing
also
of like
how they're the same height.
Yeah.
I noticed that. I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
Bill Hader's kind of tall. Anyways.
He is kind of tall. Yeah.
Anyways.
He's a big guy.
Keep saying words.
For you.
I think be afraid of a guy who's the same height as you.
No, but like I remember seeing like snippets from the trailers of like it like floating over the Paul Bunyan, and I was just wondering why. And now I know why.
Now you know why.
He's on it.
Yes. I think I have another favorite scene was the Adrian Millen one. That was the almost exactly from the book. Mm-hmm. I talked about that whenever we were leaving the theater.
Yeah, yeah.
I liked that whole scene because it was... I don't even know if they were being controlled by it, or maybe they were, or maybe it was just the poison of that town.
Yeah, I mean, this all ties into like what's actually Derry's problem, because I think the
is it just that people are shitty and they're like... Yeah,
like it is supposed to be like a reflection of the shitty nature of Derry.
I really, really did like that scene. Mm-hmm. I'm really glad they didn't do that. How it's done in the book is that a lot of it was being told through like a cop.
Yeah.
Well, kind of through a cop, but not through a cop. It was a whole thing. You'd have to read that part of the book.
It's better than the miniseries.
It was
the little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the miniseries didn't do it at all.
No.
And that's what I wonder. If that part's in the book and they left that out of the miniseries, what the fuck does that say about the miniseries? If that Richie... how Richie could be gay.
Yeah.
And they left out that part of the book, too. What the fuck does that say about TV at that point in time? If it's in the book, I do not fucking know.
Yeah.
Because they left out that gay moment. They left out this one. Homophobia. I wonder. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be because they can't put it on fucking TV.
90s
But yet we can say the N-word on fucking TV!
Twice.
Anywho. You're fucking welcome for that. I did love that scene.
Okay.
I loved it because it really, really fucks with you.
Yeah. It does.
I was listening to another interview, and the interviewer was a member of that community, and was saying how that scene affected him when he was sitting there with his husband watching that scene go down and be like, oh my fucking god.
Because it happens.
Because it fucking happens.
Yeah.
Especially in these shitty backwoods Bible Belt fucking towns. And I like the way that movie touched on that a lot. The book did too.
Yeah.
Stephen King's a fucking just a genius of a man. Look at how much horror he's brought to our lives. Anyways,
the
I
next
love
book
that
is
scene.
about a haunted lamp. I really...
Cujo! Scary dogs!
On the subject of King, I really respect
You're gonna have
that
to cut
he
so much.
cameoed... Oh, yeah, yeah. I really respect that King cameoed in this movie because, like, a big thing for, like...
Especially in Talk to Bill, that was supposed to
Yeah,
be him.
King's stand-in character, but like a big thing for like a lot of hardcore King fans with the first movie, the director Andy Muschietti didn't work with King in writing and directing the first movie. He knew what he wanted to do and like just didn't feel the need to like collaborate with him. But no, I really respect that King was like such a like swell guy that he could come on set and like be in on the joke about the character that's kind of his stand-in.
Because that's what gets told to him a lot.
Yeah.
I really like your books, but I don't like the endings.
If an artist and a creator can be like so self-aware and accepting of like his criticisms and like his faults in his creations or as a creator, like more power to you. Like I respect the hell out of that. I respect, being able to accept that you're not the fucking biggest dick swinging in town. Like even though King
I'm a dick
is,
swinger.
Yeah.
All I do is put my penis on stuff.
But like I like that King can like shit on himself like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. He's a cool guy.
He's a cool guy.
He got hit by a car once.
He did. All in all, I enjoyed myself. And I think out of horror movies, especially nowadays, it's all I can really expect. They had some good scares. Mm-hmm. I liked the little girl scene. Remind me a lot of Georgie.
That's the last thing I forgot to talk about, yeah. But go ahead, finish your thing.
I guess it kind of reminded me a lot of Georgie, of that young child, very little, coming up to him and seeing the human in him and then him completely fucking. Because she was originally like, nah, fucker, I'm not doing this. But like, nobody likes me. Just like, nobody likes me either. It's fine. I have this thing on my face. I can get that off for you. And then actually, the whole story is about him being a plastic surgeon.
Chapter 3.
Surgery. The story. It's like him on Botched.
So let me talk about that scene real quick because like I loved it because I thought it was a clever way of showing how cultures changed because like back in the 80s and especially in the 50s like kids could definitely talk to strangers, especially clowns hanging out in sewers. But like the fact that this girl was like clearly taught by her parents.
They're like, nah, motherfucker.
People hiding in the dark, yeah.
Get the hell away from me, ugly.
She was in the opening scene at the carnival.
Mm-hmm. She was.
And I didn't notice that was a birthmark on her face at first.
I thought something hit. I thought somebody like.
I thought it was like face paint.
I thought somebody like hit her.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna get some other kind of, because he goes after the ones that are neglected.
Yeah.
Like that's been a thing. Like all the losers have like kind of all the losers, but have like pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Relationships with adults, especially.
Yeah.
So I thought it was going to be something like that.
And then when he says that he can, like, blow it off her face, I thought he was going to, like... The expectation that I had in my mind was that he was going to, like, blow her fucking face off her skull. With some, like, just huge puff of wind.
Vomits. Yeah. Lava.
But that's the expectation.
Imagine it being like a balloon popping.
Yeah.
The other little kid scene with the fucking in the funhouse.
Yeah,
that was a lot.
Bill's new Georgie.
Man.
Yeah.
Poor Bill. Oh, Bill. And then the.
Yeah.
Man, that I jumped.
Yeah.
I was like, holy hell! Because I, for some reason, in my brain, thought, no, Bill's gonna get the kid.
But he didn't.
And he did not.
No.
And then Bill had to watch that.
Yeah, he did. But he's okay.
Is he, though? Is he going to be okay? I mean,
I think they made it clear, we're going to be okay.
They're going to all need therapy. We all remember. Yes, I know. They remembered. They all remembered.
Because there's more that they want to remember now, instead of forget. Aww.
Aww.
And also it was okay that Stan killed himself.
Aw.
Oh.
Wow.
I loved it. That's all
I loved it, but I also had my problems with it. All in all, still enjoyed myself. Mm-hmm. Which is all I can really ask for out of a movie. It's not... Obviously, I loved the other one way more than this one. I didn't leave the movie theater like I did with the first one. I've been like, holy shit, what the fuck? I didn't want that movie to end.
Yeah.
I did not want that movie to end. But with this one, it was like, okay, cool. Chapter closed. We're done.
Screaming Peach.
I think I'm going to have to give this a 7 out of 10.
It's a solid rating. Mm-hmm. It's a respectable rating. That's a rating you can show off to your parents.
It wasn't like the rating I gave to the last one. Again, I still enjoyed myself. I just had my issues with it. I don't want to say I was bored at certain parts, but I was definitely waiting for the next scene to happen.
Yeah. I get that.
A lot of the times.
I'm going to give it an 8.
Okay.
I really adored it. And yeah, there were some problems that I have. Still don't fucking know why that musical cue was there. And I don't like that, it was a good thing that fucking guy killed himself.
My biggest thing was that CGI definitely really did take me out of a lot of it. Like, I started nitpicking a lot of scenes as soon as I noticed, like, a face move, and then I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And I got sad. I still recommend anybody to go see it. Definitely go see it.
Definitely go see it.
Definitely go see it. Definitely let us know what your thoughts are. Because I'm very curious about what other people think. Especially about this movie. Because it's such... Like, I haven't heard anybody say they hated it.
No.
I haven't heard anybody say it's 100% gonna be... I'm gonna tattoo this entire storyline on my back. Definitely let us know your thoughts, because I'm rather curious. I'm so excited for how many things you're gonna have to cut out of this. Of just a lot of ums and us pausing and staring.
I guess I should make a note of that. You guys might have noticed in the last episode, there were some points where something was clearly cut out. I've decided to start shortening this stuff as much as I can.
Because we're worried about you guys not being engaged enough to sit here and listen to us for fucking 2 hours.
Yeah, just trying to, the final product, keep it focused on the actual movie we're talking about. But that doesn't mean that at some point in the future you might not hear what was cut.
Depends on if you guys actually want to hear that kind of shit or not.
Yeah. So in the last episode I cut out 15 minutes of discussion. We'll see what gets cut.
It's a lot of us talking shit. Or going off into different movie tangents.
But maybe in the future that whole thing will be out there. So, and you get to hear like all of our cringe and shit. Not too much this episode.
A lot of me talking shit.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye! Thank you for listening to a Peaches and Scream podcast. My name is Ellie, and please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe.
I had to stop myself from dabbing.